Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more Cuband like Beckham in Victoria 3. Here we are. We are here. We made it. We're back. Let's make sure everything's working. Hello, Mimimi. Make sure everything's working. Hello, Mimimi. There we go. Hey, Mauricio. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. More struggles to finally abolish slavery time. That's right. That's right. Well, actually, hey, J-Makers, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. Actually, the abolishing slavery part, I mean, we've kind of gotten that taken care of in a sense. We made a promise to free the slaves and independence. So as long as we win the war for independence, we automatically get slavery banned. So really, it's going to be some struggles to defeat the Spanish. Hey, Maximilian, what's up, my friend? What is up? What is up? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right, we are here. Let's do this. So we had a pretty good first session today. We're really set to go to declare independence against Spain here. We just have to get through this build queue. We also need to finish these 3 buildings to fulfill this promise. I don't know if we're going to do it in 6 months, but we're going to try. And then we just build the rest of these barracks. The 3 universities to complete this. I would like to get a navy going. But I think maybe we'll get a little bit of a navy going before we go. I don't know. Because Spain doesn't have the largest of navies. 19 flotillas. I mean, we can do 20 flotillas, but... Alright, we're going to unpause here. First, let's see, what law should we be passing? What can we do here? Oh, you know... I would, considering we do need to do imports and stuff, I would like to get off of mercantilism. I suppose free trade would be fine. Yeah, the only one who likes protectionism is the rural folk. Look at our petite bourgeoisie. Oh, wow. I was not aware of that. I guess we could go to free trade. It'll give us trade advantage and a lot of other things. Having fun with 2 Sicilies in Victoria 3 at the moment. Been leaning into a development building oriented strategy. Oh, interesting. How's that going? How's that going? 2 Sicilies is such a fun country to play in the game. I haven't done one in a while. A few updates, but when I did do one, I remember I enjoyed it quite a bit. Who do we have? We have a land reformer. We could do colonial affairs. I think maybe... let's get off of free trade. Let's do it. We won't negotiate anything on it. Development buildings are like this side of stuff. Mainly all the like government construction buildings. All right, away we go. Let's do this. Yeah, government admin, trade centers, port, construction, universities, railways, power plants, and their supply chains. I did that with France, and my trade was world leading. Okay, hold up. Before we get this going, let me go to the chat, the cloud bot here. I forgot to do this earlier. Yeah, we're gonna turn paragraph protection off. We're gonna keep the other things on because I think I'm still kind of scarred from the earlier session today. But paragraph protection is now off. So let's see how that goes. Who's Cuba Central? How is Cuba Central? How did we already build? That's interesting. Yeah, I've always wondered, in terms of like development buildings, what it would be like. I haven't tried this, to do a run with Hawaii and really just run like ports, shipyards, and trade centers and try to import export like crazy. I don't know how that would go, but I've always been curious to try that out. All right. Everybody's upset. Yeah. Spain has foreign investment rights in us. They know what's coming. This is, you know, moving down more than I would like. That's what I did with France. It was insane how strong it became as it steamrolled. More GDP than Great Britain and Dominion of India. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's pretty cool. I suppose, too, if you got something like... What's the one that gives... Yeah, like if you did command economy and got that 40% government dividends efficiency as a base, that would also be very, very good. Even crazier part, no free trade, just protectionism. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. Nice. Yeah, that's an interesting play to try out. Mainly development buildings, government construction. I like it. So we have this in there. Oh no, we don't. So up the construction there. Oh, whoops. Nope, I did it the wrong way. It was good that way. There we go. Ooh, three months. I don't think we're not gonna get it. Look at that. Yeah, 28 weeks. All right. So what's gonna happen? So we'll lose 10 amenability for 5 years. 10 legitimacy for 5 years. See, that's tough. 40% of the industrialist members of Pops in Cuba become more radical. Ooh, 15 years minus 20 amenability. We're not going to get a promise from them for a while. And minus 10 interest group approval for 15 years. Oof. Yeah, these promises... look, we lost it. Oh no. We lost something. What did we lose? Something just disappeared. I don't know. Alright, well, we're getting our first munitions plant, so that's good. Yeah, the explosives. There's no demand for them yet, but there will be once we get that going. Oh, thank you. Yes, the Krakatoa eruption. I forgot about that one. Okay. I forgot about the Krakatoa. Well, alright, good. We don't have the Krakatoa going anymore. Alright. So, yeah, SP would be way easier. Two Sicily is very medieval at game start. Alright. Alright, competing goods from abroad have led to a slump in demand for products from Cuba Oriental, which has raised concerns in the state about our planned reforms. What do we want to do here? Well, actually, we can keep this going. Minus 10% success chance. We'll get a setback, but gain 10. Ooh, yeah, definitely don't want to take minus 25% manufacturing industries throughput for 2 years. Let's take the setback and take the 10%. I honestly don't care too much if this fails. We're kind of going for this because it'd be nice to get right now, and we can't really do anything else at the moment. Oh, yeah, that's right, the Nuremberg trial film. How was it? How was that? What's the name of it? Is the name of the movie just Nuremberg? Ah, modern sewage, yes. Is always a very good one to have. Yeah, just Nuremberg. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, how is it? Alright, we're getting railways in Cuba Central, Cuba Occidental. Let's take a look at them here. We could use these labor-saving PMs. Yeah, commitment failed. I'm sorry, industrialists. I tried my hardest. I was thrown off by the list you gave me of what counts as heavy industries. A mine in Cuba Central has collapsed, trapping miners within the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made the tragedy a story across Cuba Central and the nation. But 5% of lower strata pops. Well, we'll take this. Ooh, our landowners are holding on to like a vice grip here. It is a fine film, really digs into that group's psychology and ends with a punch at American exceptionalism at the end, but nothing majestic. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it. I don't know if I've seen a trailer or anything for it yet. Oh, interesting. Yeah, look at this. It's got some really good actors in it. I love Michael Shannon and Rami Malek. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Alright. Who... The landowners oppose this. We have got to cut into... their power. As soon as I heard Michael Shannon, I'm in. Yeah, right? Michael Shannon is so good. He's such an underrated actor in Hollywood, I feel like. He's so good. Tom Hanks' first proper appearance. Tom Hanks' son. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I saw that on the list. Colin Hanks. Yeah, he's also pretty good as well. And has a pretty good career. You know, separating himself from his dad, too, I would say. Oh yeah. So we were checking these out here. All right. So we can use more railways, but it looks like we're using up all of the instances of it. Okay. What about Cuba Central? How's the railway doing? I don't think we need to subsidize it anymore. But it's being used up. And how about over here? Expensive. All right, but we're getting another one. What else are we subsidizing? A port. This one. I don't think we need to subsidize this one anymore. To outside observers, the industrialists may appear firmly committed to the idea of free trade, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. So yeah, this is the thing. I don't want to take things like government expenses or loss of bureaucracy to get free trade here. We already have the one setback. We're not really going to take that. I'm not going to take government expenses, so we'll take this one. So this will take 3 years. That's fine. Yeah, we need people to move to the state. Now I want to find and watch Nuremberg. Oh, a previous one? Interesting. I don't know that one. Yeah. So we have a lot going on in this state right now. I wish we could. Some people there. We have quite a few people there. How much are people moving over here? Yeah, they're not. So the attraction there is 46, 36, 47. Let's give them a greener grass campaign. Try to get this high. Yeah, there we go. So at least they're higher than Cuba Occidental now, because we need people. Yeah, we could use people, these 11 people moving over here. A Russian film. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be interesting to watch that story from a Russian perspective as well. Alright, we're going to speed up a little bit, just so we can get through this. Once we get these 3 things done, it'll speed pretty fast through these barracks. What if it's better if we just build the other ones there? See, the other thing I wonder is it better to go national militia? We're definitely going national militia after this independence war. But the total size of our military, we could get 41 battalions from this. We get 12 from here. So that's 53. We can get another 15 of standing army, so that's like 68. Yeah, see, we'll have much more than that with a professional army. What we could do is... I don't have iron here. Yeah, build our military shipyards here. We'll definitely have to do that. Alright, so let's get this hired, because the more we can get this, the more we can free up workers. Yeah, like we could do this. And then all of those. But let's see what this gets up to. Man, you know, and we're also... Yeah, that's not doing much for us. What do we... Spending a lot on construction. Yeah, look at that, look at that. The tools are killing us. And everything is expensive here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the ones in Cuba Central. And then... We're at steel... We're at steel tools already. Oh, look at this. Let's get people working in this. In fact, why aren't there? We have 14,000 peasants here. Alright, so get us more tools. Yeah, see, good. Now we're lowering this a little bit. I suppose we could sell some buildings, too. I want to have a bit of a surplus in our reserves for when we go to war. Yeah, we could sell these paper mills. We do run the risk of Spain taking them, though. Ah, look at that. There we go. So do that one. And then... Ah, good. Okay. So we kept it with our financial districts. There we go. An orator from The Industrialist has gone on a speaking tour across the nation, denouncing mercantilism and praising the value of free trade. Yeah, let's take this. 2 years of their approval going up a little bit. I'll take that. All right. We're down in construction a little bit again. Yeah, we're gonna get lead in a moment. The growth of branch lines along the main rail routes has been immensely valuable to the growth of our burgeoning rail industry. Yeah, rail building throughput for 5 years, but we're gonna want this. Yeah. Always take the tech. Always take the tech. All right. All right. We're expanding trade centers. Fine. So we got this. We just have no workers here to use it. Tempted to just subsidize the munitions, because that'll get everything else going. We could always use a lot of munitions, because we're about to build a bunch of barracks. I suppose we can also add the military shipyards here. I don't know if we'll be able to field, though, 20 flotillas along with that military. Alright, good. So this isn't moving. Now, what will this thing give us again? So the Liberty Desire will go up, plus minus 20% political movement activism, minus 35% morale loss, plus 25% morale damage, plus 50% morale recovery, plus 50% training rate. That's not bad. Oh, you know, it's also worth looking at who we can get on our side here. Damn, I should have been working on this. Oh, for some reason I was thinking expelled diplomats would get us more influence. I forgot. That's declaring a rivalry. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of free trade have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Yeah, I don't want to take minus 5% bureaucracy for this. We're going to take that. The use of extreme force is becoming increasingly common among police officers in Cuba Occidental. The working class and the socially conscious are rallying against the police as an institution. Oh, well, we can get the intelligentsia a little bit happier. Actually, we'll do this because... Oh, no. The military, yeah, we're not going to get patriotic fervor. Okay. So we'll do this one. Now we won't have social criticism anymore. That'll be good for us. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost there. You know, I suppose beginning to colonize would be a good idea. Ooh, Chile is doing Chile things again. Vacuum canning, that's right. We also need to get some groceries. Alright, so... Yeah, let's stop improving relations with the United States. They're not going to help us. But France is, protective. So who's rivaling these guys? Oh. Oh, they're trying to improve relations with Spain. They're probably not going to help us. So nobody considers Spain their rival. Oh, well... Oh yeah, Britain. And the Netherlands. Oh, and we're already friendly with them. Okay, so maybe we stop that, because they're not gonna go against Spain. But we might get something with Britain here. Actually, didn't we get something? Oh, wait. No. We did get something, didn't we? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. We have a support independence from Great Britain. Okay. Well, that puts things a little bit different. Oh, and I forgot I had to add a little bit to it. Oh, yes. Here we go. Steam Donkey. Okay. So we can do this in all of the mines and everything. So let's do that here first. Free up workers. I'm going to do this state by state. Let's keep the employment low. Although it's calling for engines. Which we don't have a lot of. Main thing with development is having a private construction queue. So you have enough IP growth, you won't snowball. Yeah, you need to make sure you're not incurring the whole cost of that construction. All major streaming platforms host a very few scores of international cinema. Mainly Korean, trash, and even fewer are subtitled in English. This has been a great hinder for people like me. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like Netflix used to be pretty good with foreign films. I used to love watching the foreign films that were nominated for the Oscar. But then I feel like they've kind of lessened that, unfortunately. There's also a great movie theater here in downtown New York. The IFC that would always show all of the nominated foreign films in the theater. Back in the day when I was in my 20s with time on my hands and no kids, I used to do stuff like that. That, and you could go see all the short films nominated. Oh, apparently I just found out Mubi exists. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So they have foreign films on there? Surprisingly, too, back in the day, you could get at least the foreign films nominated for the Oscar. You would find them at Blockbuster, of all places. R.I.P. Blockbuster. Although now I bet you could rent them on Apple TV. All right, so now we're at the barracks. It's still saying it's going to take us about 4 years. I think that's mainly because of this military shipyards we added. All right, so let's speed it up again. We'll go to speed 4, get these barracks built up. Yeah, you guys keep building there. We are going to nationalize buildings. You know, if we do, there's an achievement associated with that. What is it? Yeah, as a country with at least 10% of your GDP owned by a foreign power, nationalize all buildings and prevent them from being privatized for 12 whole years. You know, we might go for that here. I found a lot of Greek films there. Oh, cool. Some nominated for the for the for the Oscars. Oh, wait a second. I was like, wait, what is that? Yeah, let's refrain from the first part of that word there. Oh, you know what I should have been doing too? I think we're good now to upgrade. Yeah, back in my day, we used to say something is gay when we didn't like it. Yeah, back in my day, too. And we shouldn't have. It was, not a very nice thing to do. So, among many things that kind of go out of fashion. A factory in Cuba Central has been rocked by a tremendous boiler explosion, with dozens dead or injured. The story of this tragedy has quickly become a national event. Yeah, look at this. Tax avoidance. Well, we can... See, the problem is 5% of lower strata pops in Cuba Central. It's always going to be more people. So 530,000, 20,000. Yeah, look at that. Or if we do the upper strata, 5% of that. We'll do that. Back in my day, the 2000s, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Saying back in my day makes you think of it, we're talking like the 60s. Now the early 2000s are back in the day. It's like how my daughter always refers to when me and my wife were younger as the olden days. We ask her sometimes too, we're like, when were the olden days? She goes, the 80s? We're like, oh my god. Yeah, see, that's the other thing here. All of this foreign construction. Everybody wants to build something, but... What are we getting from our company again? Migration, attraction, investment pool contribution. Okay. Rubber has been successfully grown in Cuba Occidental. The fragile nature of these trees and their difficult-to-meet conditions make this achievement exceptionally important. Alright, how's our institutions going? What are we at? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. We've been holding off on this because we wanted to go... Oh, I should have been going for public schools. Where are we at with this law? Oh, it went away. Okay. So let's take a look here at public schools. We can get the intelligentsia and the petite bourgeoisie. We have the intelligentsia. But we have an illegitimate government. And that health system. But we have a radical movement. Look at that. Okay. Let's get this while we can. Yeah, unfortunately the industrialists are not going to negotiate with us because we failed them already. Is okay. Oh yeah, let's throw the armed forces in there. And let's see what they want. The armed forces poor only their best vintage and smoke only their finest tobacco during a polite discussion with government representatives about public schools. So, yeah, we could give them a subsidy. I don't really want to do that. Vow to pass guaranteed liberties. Yeah, lowering taxes. We're not doing this because that one is bugged. Okay, but we can do guaranteed liberties. I don't mind that law. Alright, there we go. So we'll finally get public schools. And then we can start upping our education institution. My son likes to remind me I am old and bald. I'm not 40 yet, though. Yeah, right? Like kids. Kids have no concept of time and the world. Oh. Oh, man, we need to add something there. Hey, Joe, what's up? What's up? Hey, boss, I'm late, but here, ready to clock in. Yes, good to have you, my friend. You didn't miss the war yet, but we're close. We're close. We're almost there. What do we have going on here? Modern nursing. Problem is we don't have opium. Actually, military statistics might be good. Although in enlistment efforts, we get more conscripts. But we're going to have to research two things in order to do this. But we could get that advanced tactics training. Which one do we go for? Repeaters, we're getting... Yeah, we're getting tech spread on. We'll go enlistment offices, and then we'll do military statistics. Oh, we're getting steel... Oh, no. You know, we should go steam trains. Well, we'll do this one next. Because this means we can get more people. Alright, let's get these barracks. Let's get them. So... Wait, do we have... We could do another company. And one that'll give us military. Although the thing is, after this independence war, I don't know how much military we're really doing. And I would like to get the other two unique companies. No, I think we'll hold off. But we will add that to the list. Oh, good. We're starting to... Okay, we're getting Central Archives on tech spread. That's good. That is excellent. We got 3 years left for that. I wonder... if we should just... Let's get these universities out of the way now. Who is this a promise to? The intelligentsia. Plus 10% of intelligentsia pops will become loyalist. We could really use that. How many intelligentsia do we have? Okay, so it'll be about 600 people, but we can get, at least we can get one of these promises out of the way. Let's just get these out of the way. Now I'm worried about running out of time like we did with the last one. The Catholic Church have traditionally taken on some responsibility for the education in Cuba. As the new system of public schools is built, the question of their role in organizing these schools has become central to the reform. Church organized schools. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. Oh, or secular. Yeah. Oh, plus 10% bureaucracy cost. But plus 10% political strength of academics. Yikes. Well, I'd rather take we can take on the bureaucracy costs. Plus 10% political strength of academics. That would be nice. Secularized school system. We're going to add that. Wait, why did it... See, the Streamlabs here. Why did it ping you for posting a link? Your comment didn't have a link in it. What is your setup? Your audio is always perfect and the camera fits well with the setup. Oh, well, first off, thank you for that. Somebody had commented recently on one of my videos that I need to get a better microphone or something like that. I have a Yeti Blue microphone. It's pretty old at this point, but it still works fairly well. I have a fairly new webcam, though. It's the Logi Brio. It's pretty good. It has a really good picture to it. I mainly got it, too, because it has that thing for Windows where you can look at it and it'll, like, unlock with your face. And so, yeah, those two things. And then just Streamlabs. That's pretty much it. Or at least, that's the most I know. I need to learn more about audio. Audio engineering and all of that. Alright. We really need tools. Yeah, that's the other thing. The Spanish market is awful with tools here, along with everything else that's useful. We got tons of silk. Oh, we don't need to be subsidizing that. Oh, yeah, I subsidized it because I wanted... So what did that do here? Yeah, still pretty expensive. How about over here? Hey, Swole Joel, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, as always. Okay, we no longer have that negative throughput here, so we're finally getting full points. Chilling and playing League. Nice, nice. Sounds like a good evening there. See you too. Yeah, thank you. Repeaters. Alright, so we can now... Where are our... So we have that. We only have one small arms. That's troublesome. I thought we built two. Oh, you know, I think it got canceled during one of the revolutions. Hey, Reverse Hamcuts, what's up? Hey, Ham, it's still not clear. Will the Fidel boys stay alone, join the Yankees, or the flamenco lovers? We're going to go alone. So we are far away from the Join USA side of it. We're going independent. You're next up on the Grand Strategy Tour. And can't wait to see you being flown out to Sweden. Oh, for a Paradox event. It was cool seeing Generalists go from a few subs to being flown out and being a part of it. That was cool, right? That was really cool that they did all of that. I loved seeing those series. have they released one since Generalist? I feel like I saw them preview the next person after Generalist. I feel like I haven't seen another video pop up. But yeah, that would be really cool. First of all, I've always wanted to go to Stockholm. And see Sweden and see Stockholm. That would be cool just in general. But to be flown out for something like that would be very cool. I appreciate your confidence. It's possible to pick Afro-Caribbean as a primary culture, right? That's cool, but it's strange. The U.S. has it, Cuba has it, but Brazil doesn't. Oh yeah, that is weird, right? I wonder why that is. But yeah, we will get them as a primary culture if we win independence. We promised freedom to the slaves, so if we win independence now, that means not only will we automatically get slavery banned, but Afro-Caribbean will become a primary culture. IKEA in Sweden would be awesome. Swedish meatballs for the win. Yeah, right? Like, I would love to see what it tastes like, what Swedish meatballs at IKEA taste like in Sweden. Like, coming from the source. The armed forces are dissatisfied with the inclusion of the intelligentsia in the Cuban government. It's only Swedish meatballs if you have them in Stockholm. If not, they're just meatballs. Alright, well, I would like to keep El Buen Jefe. And we can afford to lose 2 from this. So, we'll take the hit to the intelligentsia. Oh yeah, that and the fact that we're about to get +2 interest group approval when we finish these universities. Parents who have experienced teaching children at home are offering to assist as teachers in rural areas to facilitate the new public school system. You know, we can afford to take a hit to throughput, because we have so much of that. Get 20% success chance. Or we could just get 10, but... Oh, and it's only during the next law enactment. Yeah, we'll take that. That's not bad at all. So we're getting closer here. 1,100 exports, we need to get to 2,000. But again, we don't want to complete this till the war is over. Because we'll get, what is it that we get? If we do it after slavery is banned, yeah, we get this. +3 intelligentsia approval, +20% qualifications, +10% dependence income, 15% plantations throughput. Building wage target goes up. Bureaucrat, +30% bureaucrats investment pool contribution. Tech spread for society research speed. And trade center throughput. Oh, and we automatically get right to associate in labor associations. Oh, but I think we already got that. Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, see? That would be great. I'm having coffee tonight. Night is irrelevant. I want hand plays. Oh, nice. I appreciate that. Late night coffee. My brothers used to do that a lot. I would always be like, it would be like 11 o'clock. My brother would start brewing some coffee. I'd be like, okay, buddy. So we're about to get to our last university here. any chance of getting something with you guys. Really? They're conciliatory to Spain. Anybody else that doesn't like Spain? Raise your hand. Yeah, everybody loves Spain, huh? Cautious towards Spain. What about you, Russia? Actually, military assistance wouldn't be bad to get from people. Nope. Law progress to amendment, nice. Hey, we got... Oh, hell yeah, we got a mass migration. Alright. I'll take that. Let's see, any chance... Ooh, nope. I think I pissed them off with calling it soccer. The French are improving relation. Want coffee too? If I leave Montevideo now, I'll arrive at the New York airport in a few hours. It'll be cold. Oh, we'll just call it cold brew. No, I can't do coffee. I don't do coffee at night. Not me. Not me. Though I do drink a ton of coffee during the day. I am an avid coffee drinker. I got curious about Swedish meatballs and looked them up. The best analog I can think of is like a differently spiced version of meatballs with beef and pork with cream gravy, like with biscuits and gravy. Of course, that's what the internet says. Ooh, that does sound good, though. And sounds about right. Freaking hate when Italy unites. But Lucia's not part of it for some damn reason. I feel like Italy now really... Yeah, look. Luca. I feel like Italy forms quite early now. In my offline runs, this has been happening too. So it doesn't look like we're going to get military assistance from anyone. President William Cramp. Oh, you know, I noticed something today. Or, somebody pointed something out. I forget where it is. The U.S. has, like, the Second Amendment as an amendment to one of the laws. Alright, we're about to complete this. Oh, and we're at the hour mark. So, we're going to take a quick break so that we don't get hit by any ads here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads, and we'll be right back in 90 seconds. All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. What I miss here? Imagine traveling to a country just to deliver a cup of coffee. Humanity at its peak. It would. Hey, I'm sure. It's a good gesture. They use allspice and a tiny amount of nutmeg, apparently. Ah, okay, okay. Now I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try making it myself. Hey, Tom Clance, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. How are you? Hey, Ham. Is it me or are smaller nations now completely cooked after 1.12 investment changes? Yeah, trying to play as Chile and my private construction pool takes 10 years to make a single building. Yeah, I know, because we no longer have the multiplier. I mean, I haven't fully tested out how this is really going to work out, right? But not having that multiplier is a big deal. However, I mean, it's a multiplier to add to reinvestment, to add to the investment pool. If you look at our investment pool here, our problem isn't that we don't have an investment pool growing. So I'm tempted to say, I don't know, I think it might be okay. But it does kind of seem like construction is a little bit slower. So I wouldn't say small countries are cooked, but it definitely might change things a little bit. I'm interested to see as we grow. After our war for independence, we're going to start growing the construction sectors more. I'm interested to see how the investment pool holds up since we don't have that reinvestment multiplier anymore. There are no direct flights from Montevideo to New York. Oh, really? That's disappointing. We have secured funding for philosophy departments in all of our institutions of higher learning. Oh, nice. Law, progressive voting. The University of Cuba Occidental has chosen to focus this funding on advancing Hegelian dialectics. Awesome. We're already utilizing the production method, though, right? Yeah. And what about Athens? Everybody hates Uruguay. Oh, we got the Twitchbot. Hello, Mr. Twitchbot. Goodbye, Mr. Twitchbot. Direct flights to Montevideo are Buenos Aires, Madrid, Miami, Bogota, Sao Paulo. At least 100 times a year. Lima, Santiago, Rio de Janeiro, Salvador de Bahia, Recife. Hey, Outer Signal, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. Hail, Lord Ham. What an entrance. I like that. Hail, Lord Ham. Hail to the cuts, Lord of the Ham. Thanks for the insight. Yeah, I'm still a big noob. Learned a lot from your videos, though. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching them. And welcome in. Thanks for stopping by here. We're all... I feel like after every release, we're all a bit of a noob to some degree. We're all kind of... They changed... Especially all of the updates this year. They've been changing such massive things that we're all kind of learning some stuff, at least to a certain degree. Forgot Panama City on the above category. Then Ascension. Yeah. In comparison, my small hometown has direct flights, albeit seasonal, more than 100 times a year to Vienna, Munich, Hamburg, Copenhagen, Stockholm, Helsinki, Athens, Thessaloniki. I can't get that last syllable there. Thessaloniki. There we go. A minority group of North German has recently settled in the state of Cuba Oriental, seeking a better future. However, the local Caribbean elites are stirring up resentment, claiming the North German newcomers will destroy the traditional way of life. We'll take this and hope that improves. I do like to make an entrance. Nice. Always make an entrance. Always good to make a good entrance. Thessaloniki. Oh, Thessaloniki. Nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Europe has such great connections, but to be fair, it is smaller too. Yeah. Well, and it is also like there's just like a million major airports in such a small area. So it kind of makes sense. Oh, Thessaloniki. With the emphasis there. Thessaloniki. Okay, there you go. See, eventually I'll get it. Alright, how much more we got going on with these barracks? And are we seeing them yet? Here we go. Oh yeah, we gotta upgrade the conscripts. There we go. Ooh, that was expensive. Yeah, we definitely need more small arms. Oh, well, okay. First of all, we need to hire the small arms that we have. Yeah, let's do this. So let's get this hired up. Learn Greek with Maximilian. I'd love it. I'd love to learn Greek. I'd love to learn any other language. Now you speak like a native. I appreciate your lies, my friend. Since you mentioned it, its literal meaning is victory over Thessaly. Oh, cool. Named after Philip II of Macedon's victory. It's the second largest city in Greece with 1 million people. Oh, very cool. Okay. What do you mean it's smaller? Oh, yeah, comparing to other continents. Public schools, there we go. Although we don't have any bureaucracy. Well, we got some people here. Let's get ourselves 2 more. Let's build them sooner rather than later. I want to get our education institution up. Oh man, we're so close, so close. What do we have in regards to conscripts here? So we built the artillery here. In Cuba Central. Alright, let's clear out all conscripts. And just kind of redo them. So we'll put all of Cuba Central here. And then All right, there we go. We are going to need to up these numbers, though. Oh, and we're still hemorrhaging money. Well, let's sell some buildings for now. Privatize those. And those. Oh, and let's make sure... Yeah, we take this off of the ones we sold already. Alright, there we go. Through the widespread introduction of the atmospheric engine in the mining industry, productivity is at an all-time high. Damn, I really wanted us to have a budget surplus before we went into this. We're actually losing money on diplomatic pacts. Oh, because of Spain here. Alright, so once we declare independence, we'll lose that. Greece has a problem with population spread. Athens has 4+ million people. I got this one. Thessaloniki has 1 million people. Then we drop fast with Patras with 300,000. Heraklion with 250,000 and Larissa with 200k. Yeah, that's interesting though. I feel like a lot of the world is kind of like that now with like population density in urban areas. I mean, if you look at the actual population heat map of the United States, the rural areas of the United States are very sparsely populated. It's all very much populated in the city areas. This is the second successful run of this. Two Sicilies went from yes, my lord, to a census suffrage republic with booming trade and art exports pretty fast with dev buildings. Oh, very cool. Very cool. An artistic Two Sicilies. I love it. Woohoo, nice pronunciation. Thank you. Saw you put a little spice on that. Yeah. Well, hey, Maximilian said I'm now a native speaker. So, you know, I gotta uphold my reputation. Yeah, so we have 56 and 11, so about 67 battalions. Yeah, and they have a lot there, but... You know, I guess we also need to keep an eye on... this is no longer binding. %25 chance for that. Can we... Oh yeah, we can't sell you anything. 25% chance. Let's see if they take this. It'd be amazing if they did. Nope. Damn. You know, we need to do this, though, before they cancel this. Sounds like a native speaker. Let's see here. Damn, this... Yeah, look at that. They're upping the amount. And there's nothing we're really going to be able to do about it, except for the fact that our private sector are not buying our buildings. Anton Dobrescu has assisted with founding a national organization dedicated to uniting the liberal movement under a national leadership. Who's this guy? An agitator or land reformer. No. We'll take this. We'll take the pop attraction to that. I live in a city of 60,000 people with an effective 100,000 population strictly, or 100, population strictly by EU functional urban area definition. Naples is the #1 producer of art now. Sorry, France. We made Expedition 33 this time. Nice. Hey, Italian art is a thing. It makes sense. It makes sense. You know, I feel like we've gotten this event quite a lot. Han people are experiencing severe effects of opium addiction. The use and abuse of the substance has spread throughout Cuba Occidental. Now I'm wondering what Naples Expedition 33 looks like. You know, I haven't played that game yet. I hate to say it, but with all of the, like, streaming and tutorial video making and playing Victoria 3 and EU5 in order to do that stuff, I haven't played like a game on my PS5 in a long time. I need to get on that. God, we're gonna have to go like high taxes here just to stay afloat. They're killing us here. Criminal organizations have begun operating in Cuba Central. Yeah, we'll take the hit to authority. Lots of tomatoes. Just started it pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. And it apparently, like, swept the video game awards. Which doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but I've heard it is good, and it did that. Oh, here we go. For a second, we were good there. I mean, I guess the problem here, yeah, is that we're increasing our military, so we're going to get a lot more cost to our military. Yeah, like military wages were going up, and then we just dropped everything. The goods for military buildings, yeah, have gone up considerably. No, no paint. Just tomato sauce. Yeah. True artistry there. True Italian artistry there. Nice. Oh, we need to go for guaranteed liberties. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Not there. Oh, why did I say yes to this? Well, we'll just lose 14 battalions. Ooh, Central Archives. We could do that. Oh, well, we can also increase the education institution. We'll do that. We have an illegitimate government. All right. Well, who would like guaranteed liberties? Clearly, the armed forces. Oh, nobody opposes it though. Oh yeah. So it's just because we have. All right. So who actually wants it? Yeah, not great. Okay, so we'll do this, but we'll throw them in there as well. But nobody wants wants to negotiate. The landowners clearly don't. The industrialists don't trust us. But we have no stall. But we don't have a lot of success chance. The paintress becomes the pizza maker. Better ingredients, better painting, Italian art. I'm sorry, Italy, I love you. Yeah, same here. Same Italy, but I don't know if making Southern Italy cultured is an abomination. So please don't concrete shoot me. Don't worry. What happens on a ham cut stream stays on a ham cut stream. We could really use some military assistance. What do we got to do to make this happen, guys? What do we got to do to make this happen? Would you want a treaty port? Oh, yeah, we can't do that. There's no law commitment they really care about. Yeah, there's like nothing else we can give them. We can't really do... We're not going to do a money transfer. The whole reason why we want this is so that our military costs less. We got franchising. How many... God, is there anybody else who likes us here? Nobody likes us. And nobody wants anything from us, which is strange. Then we will call it soccer is hilarious. Yeah, exactly. You know I had to add that in there. I appreciate the support of your independence, but we have standards here in Cuba. Rubber mastication, alright. What about you, United States? I guess we could owe an obligation to the United States. A 45% chance it's worth it. Let's do it. Nice. There we go. The Brooklyn Declaration. So we gave them an obligation. But look, that finally put us in the positive here. So we'll finish this out. We were in the positive for like 2 seconds. Look at this. Look at how much... It's just going up and up on us. Jeez. Alright, what we'll do... Once we finish these barracks... I hate to say it. I feel like it's just sinful whenever I say it, but we'll pause the construction queue. Catch up on some money. Also absorbing the remaining rural population and lowering the 10% first sector jobs, downsizing it down to 2% on par with other developed nations. Wait, are you talking about Cuba or are you talking about Greece? You're talking about my Cuba or your Greece? Lads, let's help ham out and like the stream. Yeah, thank you for that. You know, I've heard it is true. It does actually make a big difference when people like the stream. Appreciated. Oh, skipped a comment. Now it's without context. Wait, I feel like it didn't. I feel like the last one I see from you is I live in a city of 60K people with an effective 100 population strictly by EU functional urban area definition. Oh, I see. Connecting those two. Yeah. Also absorbing the remaining rural population and lowering the roughly 10% first sector jobs, downsizing it down to 1 to 2%. On par with other developed nations. Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't skip that comment. I read it when it first popped up. Making Vaso a rival arts academy hub. Making the scandal that makes them famous. Could be 19th century meme warfare. Meme warfare. Oh my god, there's a game that would be interesting to play. Meme warfare. Oh man, my friends, we are so close. I think we'll skip the military shipyards. We clearly are not going to be able to afford a navy. And all we got to do is sit tight on our island. Oh, no, I meant the comment before. Oh, I feel like a comment of yours didn't pop up. At least in my Streamlabs it didn't. Let me look in here. Yeah, I feel like you had a comment that didn't pop up. I would play meme warfare. You've got my brain bubbling. Yeah, right. Like a Call of Duty game, but instead you're just at a computer. It's Microsoft Paint. It's Microsoft Paint, but in all of the Call of Duty font. Meme Warfare 3. Tomas Lobo, leader of the armed forces, has been openly preaching about the benefits that a mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. When asked for details, he smiles coyly, refusing to elaborate. Sure. Why not? They could be like Europe's TMZ. You have your scandal, we have a painting of its almost embarrassing moment that doesn't get us invaded. I love it. There we go. We're really going to create this game tonight. If I do anything with that, I'll make sure to give y'all credit. Thank you. Make one of the operators named Hamcuts. Keep Thessaloniki as is and distribute spare population all over Greece. Oh, I see. Okay. Creating a dozen vibrant regional centers. Yeah, see, that one I don't think that comment popped up. I don't know why sometimes your comments don't pop up. You know, maybe I'll regret saying this, but maybe we don't need all of these guys. A dramatic scheme in our capital has just come to fruition. Now that it's been revealed, the plot obviously had its risks and flaws, but no one can deny that it's paid off handsomely for the armed forces this time. Okay. Cool. Oh. They can get political strength. Yeah, we'll do that because they're about to disappear, although we could get some authority out of it. No, let's get the authority. Oh, hey, Travis. Hello, hello. Can we zoom out and see the world map? Yeah, sure. Let's see what's going on. We've had some interesting stuff. What was it? I thought we had seen... We had the appearance of Ireland, which is a rarity. Especially this early. India's blown up pretty quickly. Russia's doing some stuff over here. The first part doesn't show again. Oh no! Ah yes, law progressed. Oh, who took Hawaii? Spain. Yikesies. We got Big Dipper, Texas over here. Kind of looks like the Big Dipper. We got the emergence of Transvaal. My beloved. Enlistment offices. Yes, so we get some more conscripts. Here we have Otto von Bismarck, who most certainly does not have an extremely pointy helmet that is taller than him for no reason at all. We shall meme it. Amazing. My dream is to downsize Athens down to 2 million. There you go. Muhammad does not go to the mountainside. The mountain shall go to Muhammad. Well played, my friend. Well played. Truly epic. 17th of December, 2025, 2:55 GMT. Maybe I'll regret this, but I don't think I need all those units. Yep. Those, you see, now that I read the comment out loud, maybe I don't need all those units. I'm like, oh, that sounds so stupid. Before you go to declare independence against Spain. Thank you, sir. Yeah, of course, no problem. Yeah, for posterity. Yeah, we'll see. I definitely want to do this independence war. Tonight. We're gonna get there. You know, would Brazil give us military assistance? Oh, they'll support our independence. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Brazil. Hello, Brazil. I didn't know you cared. Thank you, Brazil. What kind of military do they have? Not bad, not bad. Oh, did France become a theocracy? No, it didn't. They just have someone in the Catholic Church leading the country. Alright, so we have two military assistance things. God, if we could get one more. Ottomans don't care. Sorry, new question, but what's the achievement Sugar Rush? Oh, yeah. So as Cuba have a 25% share of global sugar exports and a total export volume of over 2,000 units, which would be pretty easy to get because, at least the 2,000 units, because we're close to that. but have 25% share of global sugar exports, which we will definitely get because we have a prestige sugar right now. Oh, hey, Kadrivan, hello, hello. France has a liberal rules who supports the church. Yes, this game is fiction. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Parliamentary republic, universal suffrage. A priest running the country. He's a liberal priest, I guess. Yeah. True fiction. Several prominent supporters of the liberal movement have approached the government with an ambitious petition to see through their agenda. The petition has been promoted as a necessary starting point amongst the movement's membership. Oh man, okay. We have a bad government. Yeah, no, we'll take this. Let's fix our government here. We gotta keep the armed forces in. Arrgh. Alright, who opposes the... Oh yeah, that's right, nobody opposes it. Who would negotiate? Oh, the industrialists will negotiate again. Okay. So maybe... Let's not have two slavers in there. We'll do this. And let's, Well, what does that put this at? It puts it at 10%. Alright, but a 0% stall. Yeah, let's not negotiate it. Oh, I am on a wrong account on my laptop. I am Super Frank. Hello, incognito Super Frank. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, man. No, I know that feeling. I have a couple different Google accounts for various reasons. Well, not wrong, just different. Yeah. Well, good to see you. How are you? How are you? So cool. I need to get this game. Oh, Outer Signal. Yeah, yeah. And now is the time. I think the base game right now is like 70% off. Usually whenever a DLC comes out, they heavily discount the base game. And then I think Expansion Pass 2 is heavily discounted right now because they're about to not discount it anymore. So now is the time. Alright, so we got about 13 months. So in about 13 months, we go to war. With a proposal to pass the Guaranteed Liberties Law, members of the government have voiced their concerns about it compromising the nation's internal security. Yeah, I think we're going to have to take that one. Alright. Oh, you know, also... Okay, yeah, so enlistment efforts got us 2 extra conscripts. Alright. And then we got 2 more. We'll put them here. There's a DLC every 2 months. It feels like the base game is on sale all the time. This is true. This is true, but if next year is going to be like this year, it's going to be like 6 months until we get a DLC. Because what they did last year was, it was like, I feel like it was like February, and they announced all of the DLCs for the rest of the year. So it was early in the year, but we didn't actually get Charters of Commerce till the end of June. And then, starting from the end of June, we had like 3 DLCs in that 6 month time. So I wonder if it's going to be like that again. Are they fully mobilized upon build? Mobilized, organized. Do you mean the standing army or the conscripts? The standing army is pretty much fully mobilized once you hit mobilize. Technically, it does take them a moment, but it really is like a moment. The conscripts take some time. Conscripts can take a little bit of time. Italy formed, now for a not stupid Italy timeline where Mussolini is laughed out of elections until he resigns from politics in disgrace. Yeah. Yeah, we shall see, right? Who knows? Who knows such things? An event organized by the liberal movement transformed into a brawl as opponents of the movement infiltrated the crowd. When the police arrived, no participant was willing to give a consistent statement. Yeah, we'll just do that one. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they always put the base game on sale because basically they want you to buy the DLCs. That's why the DLCs end up being priced fairly close to what a base game would be, I would say. I guess not fully. They're usually like 30 bucks, I guess. Although, no, I think the mechanics pack was 30 bucks, and then I think the flavor ones are, I don't know, are cheaper. Something like that. Honestly, a period of optimization and bug fixing would be a good idea for like half a year. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. I think that's what they're going to do. I think once after the new year, I bet you like near the end of January, early February, I bet they make an announcement for what the rest of the year, they're going to call it Volume 3. They've already announced that. So I bet you they're going to announce all of Volume 3, which will be the rest of the year, like they did this year. But yeah, I bet the first one won't come out until like the summer. And it's already, without, they've pretty much clearly hinted at this. It's going to be a big mechanic change to the Navy and adding in boats. So that probably won't come out for some time. So yeah, I bet it'll be a lot of bug fixes and stuff like that over the course of that time. Or one would hope. Man, okay. We're still on massively high taxes here. How much are we spending on this? 100. Yeah, if we could get... And how much are we getting for it? 1K. Get a little bit more authority. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to cut the greener grass campaign. And tax... See, I feel like silk is mainly used by the upper classes. We'll tax that. Ooh, we only have about a year left. It has been taking us some time. Alright. We do, though, have education at level 3. We could do some more law enforcement. We don't necessarily need it right now. We won't up this, because we're about to get rid of home affairs. It would have been nice to keep it, but we can always go back to it later. All right. So 7 more months, and then we are good to go. I mean, these barracks won't be fully... Hey! There we go. Give us those mass migrations. And a lot of 8 success. Alright. So how many people do we have here? Not a lot, but everything is hired up. Ooh, and we're out of debt. Ever so slightly. Which railway are we subsidizing? Cuba Central. Yeah, here we go. Why don't we do the coffee? And that should fix that. Okay, coffee and tobacco. And that'll give us a few more people to employ into buildings. Alright. Ooh, we're at about 1,300. We really want to finish the war before we get this. How are these barracks hiring? Oh, they're keeping up. Look at that, look at that. Alright. We have 37 skirmish infantry. If we do the War for Independence, and if we can, add in nationalize our buildings, and we keep it at just that, all we have to do is sit tight on our island and fight off any naval invasions. We have the biggest navy in the world who will support us, so they'll probably send some ships. And then we got Brazil to also help us for good measure. Then we'll keep the government construction empty so that we have more budget, because once we mobilize all these armies, it costs us quite a bit. Hopefully we don't go into like a massive amount of debt because of it. One would hope. Here we go. 1 year, 5 months. I think we might get it. Alright, our Liberty Desire is there. The other thing, too, is all the slaves are going to be freed. We're going to have 655,000 people that can work urban jobs now. That'll be a big, make a big difference for us. Yeah, let's go. Cuban independence. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. Knock on wood here. All right, 2 more weeks to go. All right. Let's take a save, just because, you know, it's good to save every now and then. All right. Now, victory cigar time, hopefully. So we're about to get, once we declare independence, we're not going to be in the Spanish market anymore. So let's look at our local market in regards to mobilization options. We should have plenty of sugar. Plenty of sugar. What about tobacco? We don't have much tobacco. Although a lot of it might be used in the Spanish market right now, but we don't have that. How are we with sugar here? Good there. Alright, so we're going to add in sugar. Now, what about this stuff? Yeah, we don't have liquor, though. See, what would be nice is, I think what I'm going to try to do is once we declare the war and we're finally booted out of the Spanish market, I'm going to see if we can do a treaty where I can buy groceries and liquor and be able to activate those two things. All those that are about to be free, what is their culture and acceptance in your society? Well, so that's what's going to be really great about it. So the slaves are mainly all Afro-Caribino, and we were able to get promised freedom to the slaves, which means once we win the war, Afro-Caribino are going to become a primary culture. So they're all going to become fully accepted. Now, it looks like we do have quite a few other cultures that will be less accepted, but we're going to have a lot of people accepted. Because basically, yeah, we have 392,000 that are about to go from 10 acceptance to 100 acceptance. Yeah, it's a big win-win. Not only that, if we win, so we'll get slavery banned, and we'll make them primary. If we can get slavery banned, and then complete this, we'll also automatically get right to associate, and then all of these benefits. So, that's what we're going with. Now, let's make sure, before we get started... Alright, so this is fully staffed. Oh, do we still only have one? Alright, let's build another one. We'll go to war, though, while it's building, but... we definitely need 2 of those. And let's... oh, let's prepare for war. We'll get this. And now... oh. Oh my god, wait, what? No, no, no. I just want to go straight to independence. Oh, yeah, okay, so we have to decrease our autonomy. Yeah, they're not going to accept it. Alright. So now... look at that. Automatically, the British and Brazil are on our side. Boom. Alright. What's nice, too, is we don't need to do any of this transportation stuff. We're going to be sitting tight right here. So let's mobilize all armies. Let's make sure there's no other conscripts we can add. There's a couple. Okay. We'll add them in here. Yeah, are you taking any land in this run? We're not going to. I'd thought about trying to get Puerto Rico, but for one, we don't have any ships. So we can't go naval invade anybody. And I think we're just going to try to keep it simple. If all we do is want independence, all we have to do is sit on our island and we hold the war goals. And so their war score will tick down. Something I would like to do... Nationalize all Cuban buildings. Wait, a total of 1 building level. Damn, I thought we'd get more than that. Well, we're still gonna take it. Oh, wait. Nationalizes all building properties of Puerto Rico. Oh, we can't nationalize their buildings, huh? Well. We're still gonna do it. Dude, it just occurred to me, do you prefer being called ham, cuts, or something else? Oh, I actually don't have a preference. Ham is good. Cuts is good. And anything in between. Go for it. Appreciate the ask, though. Alright. We are ready to do this. Alright, but we are at the 2-hour mark. So we are going to pay homage to our gods of ads here. So we're going to take a quick 90-second break. And when we come back, it is time for war. Alright, so 90 seconds. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Add T, hey, hello. What is cuts? Oh, never mind, cuts, right? Yeah. It's a family name. It's a combination of like a shortened version of like 2 names. And it just so happens one is ham and the other's cuts. So it's also cuts of ham. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. So we're not out of the Spanish market. Although we got this cool little flag now. Oh yeah, so also let's make sure everybody is on defend the front. Alright. much time? We got a year. Okay. Jacinto Castillo has offered to spend some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Cuba Central, though this will likely give the industrialists some influence. Yeah, I don't mind that. We'll do it. All right. Oh, our new head of the intelligentsia is a sovereignist. They like multiculturalism and protected speech, but damn, they want they want to accept everybody, just as long as only some of you can get into the country. Oh my god. Oh, Italy sides with Spain. Why is Canada... Oh my god. Why is this turning into, like, a world war? Poop on that, man. Yeah. Confused intelligentsia head, seriously. Like, what the hell? Ah, man. Oh, France is at war with Britain. Oh, no. This was unexpected. Okay, but here's the thing, though. Once again, we just have to sit on our island. Yeah, we're not taking any other war goals. Law debate failed. Yeah. Tell America you have oil, they will help. Yeah, I'll just lie to them. Guys, we got oil, wink wink. World war for Cuban independence. U.S. as a late ally, hopefully. Does Cuba have oil, by the way? I don't think so. Oh, well, we haven't discovered any yet. And we don't have any whaling industries. So no, we don't have any oil at the moment. Now, our budget... Yeah, we do have to... Oh, man. We do have to go to this. We can't lose 75% training rate. We do need to build this arms industry, though. We really do. Oh, man. And it looks like... Well, no, the Spanish market has a problem there. You cancel decrees yet since you aren't actively building. Oh, yeah, that's true, right? Well, we are building. We're building this here, but we can... Yeah, we just have social mobility going. We should be doing enlistment efforts, though, to get our training rate up. It will also get our conscription rate up, but... Well... Yeah, no. We're gonna keep that as is. We could do irregular infantry. This is concerning, though. Though, once we stop building... Ah, man, what happened? Alright, the war has started. Alright, let's do that. So, yeah. Wait, did they not take... They didn't take a war goal against us. Those jerks. Alright. Yeah, I know. I was kind of concerned when I saw Russia joined. Italy is one thing, but Russia and Spain. I mean, Spain itself is a problem, but you add Spain and we have a North German Federation suddenly. So I could really use. Oh, hold on though. All right, so now we're in our own market. Okay, so that's not good. Oh, well that would be why. We need more of that. Yeah, we need many, many more guns. So in 23 weeks we'll have more. Oh, we actually have plenty of ammunition, surprisingly. We have a shortage of lead, though. Yeah, because we've got nobody here. We're just going to subsidize. Band-aid it. Okay, so we need. So this will be fine. This will be fine once that hires up. No wonder. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why we don't want to add more conscripts. We need people. We'll let this go. Hopefully Great Britain does some great things on our behalf out here in Europe. Look at our rank, though. We're up to 25th. We're a minor power. That's interesting. It's interesting that with all these countries involved, there's almost like nothing in regards to war goals. Cuban French Fellowship. How about then giving us some military assistance? I'm gonna push for that like crazy. Why can't I even ask for it? Oh, because we're already getting it from 2 other countries. Also you, Brazil, what are you doing? Alright, well, at the moment... See, their war score is going to go down, hopefully more than ours, because they're going to be getting casualties, whereas we're not getting any. I mean, I guess our side is getting some, that's true, but we aren't. So 14 weeks, we'll get that. This is still having a problem. You know, actually, I think we kind of needed the social mobility. Ah, well, that solved that problem. I wonder if we can stop subsidizing it. Right. Oh, wait, we have a military shipyard? Who built that? The Germans. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, look at that. Alright, we have guaranteed liberties. Tell me this is going to be bugged. I swear to God. Alright, we are going to need to keep that. Oh, good. There we go. Okay. Alright, now that we have that, we go for public health insurance. Actually, can we go for this? I love alternate histories. Cuba calls for aid, and Germany will answer, yeah. Yeah. You have my bow, you have my axe, and you have my lederhosen. Child labor allowed. Actually, this would be nice, but nobody... Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how it really happened. We all just, you know, we all got Mandela affected. That's what I'm going to say for everything from now on. That's what really happened. You just, you know, you're suffering from the Mandela effect. Can we do universal suffrage? We can with the armed... We have the radical movement. Can we get the armed forces in government? No, we cannot. But we have the radical movement. Let's try it. We can negotiate with the Catholic Church. Vow to pass censorship. Oh, political concessions. I don't want to give them that. 14.6. Ooh, you know, we might get a big jump in standard of living once the slaves are freed, though. Yeah, we will make that promise. I think we can get up to that. And can we get the industrialists to stop the stall that they're adding? Let's see. The industrialists have agreed to meet at a local market to surreptitiously discuss changing their stance on universal suffrage. Now, we're not going to lower taxes. Poor laws. We have 10 years to build 5 more heavy industries. No, I think we'll do poor laws. I do kind of hate that law, though. Oh, anyone else here going to check out the new season of Fallout tomorrow? I'm really excited for the new season. I really love the first season. I was very pleasantly surprised. I think we'll do this. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. Because, you know, video game adaptations are so hard to do. And Fallout, I feel like, when they first announced that, I was like, that's a tall order to do Fallouts, especially something that doesn't have a central story. to base it on, like how The Last of Us kind of benefited from that. But man, did they do so well with that first season. I loved it. Yeah, and so apparently too, like, well, I won't say what it seems like season 2 will be about. Anybody who didn't watch the first season, so they kind of give an indication of that at the end of the first season. But yeah, I'm pumped for it. Yeah, they did it right. I do hate how this time it's only going to be 1 episode a week. Oh, is that what it... Oh, I didn't know that. Aw, man. Damn. Yeah, you're right. What a brilliant adaptation. So much love for the game and attention to detail. Yeah, right? It's so true. There's a lot of attention to detail to it. I love to, like... It's annoying sometimes when things are just trying to, like, pay lip service to, like, the fanhood. But I have to say, a moment I really loved was in the first season when... Man, I forget the character name. So when the main character, when they get to that one bunker, and she's looking at that wall of the history, and then she pulls open the California Republic flag, and as she pulls it open, the Fallout theme song from the video game starts playing. I thought that was so perfectly done. I was like... It was one of those moments where I was like, hell yeah. And it didn't seem like, you know, pandering. One episode a week can be annoying. Yeah, but it's better for building mainstream hype. Yeah, this is true, right? Yeah, I never know anymore what's better. Let me just binge through the whole thing. But then it's like, oh, in one weekend, the whole thing is done, and now I gotta wait a whole year. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in that regard. Alright, everybody, look at this, look at this. The budget is worrisome, though. Hey, Jabba, what's up, my friend? How are you? How are you? How was your dinner tonight? Hope you had a fun time. Yeah, no pandering, not forced, just super well done. The only thing I will say, I don't know if I'll say I was disappointed by this, but I was surprised by it, was... Jonathan Nolan was attached to it, and so I was super pumped because he's such a good writer. I thought he like created the series and he was going to write it, and it turns out he only directed like the first episode or the first 2 episodes or something. So I was a little disappointed by that, but I don't want to say I was disappointed because in the end the writing was great, and so the 2 people who created it, I thought did wonderful, and it was excellent writing. Though I was hoping for some Jonathan Nolan writing. It was great. We had a great time. Food was great. Awesome. Awesome. Nice then. So heavily appreciate you then still stopping by to the stream here after having such a good night. You got here in a good time. We're in our independence war here. We finally made it to the war. We're letting, in terms of the economy, we're letting the private sector take the wheel. The intelligentsia find it difficult to find the cheap paper they need to immortalize their thoughts. Yeah, I don't want to set up paper imports. We'll take the -2 approval for that one. Jonathan Nolan did Westworld. No, yeah, great writer. Though that show got off the rails at times after season 1. Yeah, it did. I don't know what happened with that show. I didn't end up finishing it. I absolutely loved that show. The first 2 seasons I thought were fantastic. But he's such a great writer. I mean, Memento, The Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises as well. Uh, Interstellar, which is just one of my favorite movies of all time. He's such a fantastic writer. I love this one promo interview he did for Fallout. And they were like, he's answering a question of like, do you enjoy, like, do you play the Fallout games? Do you enjoy it? He was like, do I enjoy the Fallout games? Let me put it to you this way. I originally set out to write the great American novel, and then I discovered this fantastic game Fallout, and now I write for TV. I thought that was so perfect. So apparently he is a big fan of the Fallout games. While we are chit-chatting, the British are hyper-carrying this war. Yeah, they really are, right? We're not doing anything. The British are just doing it all. Finally on one of my streams, the British are helpful. The British are always ruining our party. But man, they're really doing it here. Now, wait a second. Was Canada against us? They're a subject of the British, which is kind of odd. Oh, no, they're out of the war on our side. Okay. Rule Britannia. Oh, you know, I gotta... Okay, let me go to the chat bot. And... yeah, we'll get rid of the caps protection. I think that's a little ridiculous. We can now type caps. British helpful? That's crazy. Usually ruining everything. Yeah, I know, right? They actually are supporting our independence. The universal suffrage reform threatens the power held by many leading figures in Cuba, some of whom are using the political connections they have to obstruct its passing. Ooh, we don't want to take negative 15 success chance, but this will give us a setback. And we'll get more radicalism. Let's just take this. All right. Merrily we roll along. I don't know if there's any other unique journal entries for us after this. Westworld Season 1, perfect. Season 2, great but messy. Season 3, messy but different. Yeah. Season 4, messy but ties a nice bow and everything and improves... Oh, the previous... Oh, really? See, Season 4 is the one I didn't see. I never finished the series, and I mean to, but I never got back to it. Oh man, I gotta watch Season 4 now, wherever it is in the world, because I think HBO sold it off somewhere to somebody. Now I really want to watch Season 4. I've never seen Westworld. What is it about? So, it is an adaptation of a film by one of my favorite authors, Michael Crichton, who wrote Jurassic Park. But it's basically about a theme park where they have these, like, robotic characters. And basically, you can kind of live out any fantasy that you want in this, like, Wild West themed world. And so people kind of, like, go on vacation to this place, and you kind of see, like, what people's true characters are like when there's no consequence to their actions, because the people that they are, you know, interacting with are not real people, they're just robots. But then, of course, you know, as is the premise in all these things, eventually the robots fight back. Yeah, it's not perfect, but a worthy ending. Okay, that's good. A worthy ending. That's good to know. Because, man, that show was so good. That first season is just phenomenal. Yeah, Westworld. Westworld Season 1 is one of the best things ever put on TV. I absolutely endorse that. I absolutely endorse that. Season 1 was phenomenal. And the acting, too. Anthony Hopkins, Jeffrey Wright, and just like so many other people as well. All right, improved fertilizers. So all right, should we go to... Oh, no. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, an abolitionist. Oh, yeah, we got to get rid of slavery. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, if we win this war, we get rid of slavery. I've been saying that the whole stream. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. All right, there we go. Seriously, for me, the only things that are as good are The Wire, True Detective Season 1, and Fargo. Was Fargo really good? I never watched that one. True Detective Season 1, that was very good. I hate to say this, I've never watched The Wire. It's one of those things where I'm like, I know. It's like one of the best things ever put on TV, and I gotta watch it. I did, though. I've watched one scene of The Wire. When I was in grad school, I took a class, TV as a dramatic medium, because I studied playwriting. So we did have to take one, or we took 2 television writing classes in the film department. So we took TV as a dramatic medium, and they showed us this one scene from one of the episodes of The Wire where the whole scene, it's like the two of the detectives on a crime scene trying to figure out what happened, and the only word spoken is the F word, but they say it in a different context each time, and it's just brilliant. You get a whole story, and they uncover exactly what happened, with the only word spoken being the F word. And it's phenomenal. I see you finally independent. Oh, hey, Mauricio. Hello. I see you finally independent. Please tell me you abolish slavery, too. Well, slavery will automatically be abolished if we win the war, because we promised freedom to the slaves if they fight with us. So not only will slavery be abolished, but Afro-Caribbean will become a primary culture in our country. So we kind of get both things there. So we got to keep this momentum going. Spain has upgraded shared canon 1 to shared canon 2. Oh, yeah, that's right, because this is a cultural commonwealth. Well, you guys can do that all you want. Although plus 10% technology spread for society, that's not bad. Yeah, the F word scene, so good. Yeah, so good. I saw that scene in a class in grad school at Columbia University. I'm not going to be one of those annoying Wire fans that chastises you, but I think you'd enjoy it. Writing, acting, world building, characters 10 out of 10. Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things. I gotta watch that show. I think, for me, one of the best TV shows, and it's just so funny to say, is the show Battlestar Galactica. When Battlestar Galactica aired on TV, I didn't watch it because it was called, oh, Russia's out, Italy's out, excellent. I didn't watch it because it was called Battlestar Galactica, and it was on the Sci-Fi Network. I was like, I don't know about this. And then there was this one summer where so many people started telling me how good it is. And then I was working for this very prominent playwright whose writing I admired so much. And she was watching and she's like, "This is a fantastic show. This is such a great show. You got to watch it." And I was like, "Finally, I'm going to sit down and watch this." And it truly is, from a writing standpoint, just like one of the best shows. Hey, Glenn, what's up? What's up, my friend? Hey, Ham. I'm still salty that The Peripheral was canceled. I love William Gibson, but it seems impossible to get it on film. Peripheral did a good job, even if it wasn't like the book. Oh, I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Hold on. Let me read this event, and then I'm going to look that up on IMDb. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding universal suffrage, Thomas Lobo of the Armed Forces has approached us with an offer to expedite the process utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. You know, I don't want to make the industrialists upset. Negative 20% enactment time. We can take our time with this one. Yeah, BSG iconic. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you know, so asking Glenn to make the typical response to Glenn arriving, Maximilian asking him to make a Discord account. Well, I want to look up though Glenn's recommendation here. Peripheral. Wait, what is this? Are you talking about a show with the actor, Chloe Grace Moretz? And it says it was created by the people who created Westworld. What is this? Yeah, William Gibson. The poster here on IMDb says it's on Prime Video. Yeah. Check out Prime Video. That's what the poster on IMDb says. Yeah, I think it was on Prime. Oh, I wonder though if it's not anymore. Yeah, because it looks like it was from 2022. Although it says from the people who created Westworld on it. Oh, I gotta check this out. All right. Nice recommendation, my friend. Westworld, BSG. What other shows are your faves? As you cast off Spanish shackles. Yeah. Yeah, what would I say are some of my favorites? The industrialists find the high price of steel in the capital an impediment to their ambitions and would like us to prioritize importing it. No. We don't want to import it. We have a company. Oh, no, we don't have a company for that. Okay. Yeah, steel import we can do. Let me think. Yeah, what shows are like some favorites? Oh yeah, another great show is called Devs. I had heard about that one. I never got to watch that one though. But I heard that one was fantastic. The first season was finished, but season 2 got canceled. Oh, due to the plague, I think. Oh man, that sucks. Have you given your company monopoly rights yet? I have not. Because of the industries they have. I'd like monopoly rights for certain things, but I don't like to give monopoly rights to certain industries because monopoly rights will make the good more expensive. So for instance, if we gave them monopoly rights on any of these things, let's say we gave them monopoly rights on logging camps, that's just going to make logging even more expensive for our construction sectors. Same thing with, like, for sugar. That's going to make our mobilization option more expensive. I guess we could give them monopoly rights on livestock ranches, but the livestock ranches are making basic goods like meat, and so that's just going to make basic necessities for our pops more expensive, which will basically lower everybody's standard of living. I think monopoly rights are good for things like, let's say, we had like the automobiles industry, right? Or the motors company. We could give... Hold on a second. Here we go. The old colonial structures which formerly governed our territory are woefully insufficient for an independent state. We must settle upon the foundations of a free and independent Cuba. Okay. Yeah. Cuba enables parliamentary republic. Or we could have presidential republic. We'll have a monarchy, and our industrialist will be the monarch. Cuba will be guided by divine providence. No, theocracy. No way. I think we're going to go with the parliamentary republic here. You know, I almost never watch shows. Yeah, I don't as much either anymore. Independence, new flag and everything. Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to go for either parliamentary republic or presidential republic. I think we're going to go with parliamentary republic, though. I generally like that one over others. Nice flag we got here. Nice little color on the map we got here. My friends, we are independent. This has got to finish, right? We have slavery banned. All right. So let's take a look at ourselves here. Nice looking flag. So now, yeah, we have parliamentary republic and oligarchy, but we're moving towards getting rid of that. Interesting. So yeah, we have subjecthood. We need to get... I wonder what it's going to do, though. We can't have this because we don't have monarchy anymore. I wonder how that works. Let's take a look at our market. So now that we're independent... Alright, so this isn't bad for basic goods. Yeah, we got a motors problem. Oh, I didn't even realize we had a rubber plantation going. Okay. Yeah, Viva Free Cuba! Woohoo! We did it! So now we need to really do this. Actually, yeah, let's take a look at the sugar market. We actually have a... let's not tariff the exports, because we want to export as much as possible. Yeah, look at that. We somehow don't have majority of the export market, even though we have the prestige good. What's going on with our trade centers here? So we need to get a better trade advantage on this. The Russian market. We need an interest in the Russian market. Alright, we need to get a navy going. That's actually what we really need to do. So, what we're going to do... Well, we're going to get universal suffrage. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to move to national militia so that we can free up a bunch of workers. And look at that. With national militia, we could conscript up to 133 people. So we'll do that. Now we need to start building again. So what do we want to build? What do we want to build? What would be the best thing to do at the moment? Well, we need motors. We have some people here. Problem is, this isn't really the place for motors. We don't even have any metal here. Did I just see Venezuela? Oh no, in the US market. Oh man. Oh no, why? Oh, they're in the US power block. Oh god, too soon. Too soon. Oh, see, I was about to say, this is a pretty good power block to be in, except for the fact that it has foreign investment 3. That's not good. Yikes. If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah, that would have been a pretty good power block to join, other than that foreign investment thing. Alright. Let's see. Oh, actually, no. Okay, what we need to build are heavy industries here. Oh, motor industries. So... Alright, let's build... steel also, yeah. So let's build 2 steelworks, 2 motor industries. This isn't the best place to build it, but yeah, we'll build it here. So that'll give us 4, and we'll need 1 more. Oh, shipyards counts. And, okay, we'll get the shipyard there. Alright. And we do need to lower taxes, though. Someone should let Trump play out his geopolitical fantasies in Victoria 30. That's what I thought when Charters of Commerce came out. I'm like, oh, let him do his tariffs there. He can do all the tariffs he wants. Alright, let's lower taxes a little bit. Let's lower the military wages. What's our current interest rate? 12%. Alright, but we're getting treasury bonds. That's good. Ooh. See, this wouldn't be so bad. I want trade privileges from you guys too, though. The investment rights, though. We'll do this for 10 years, and then we'll see. Oops. Look at this, everybody's coming around. Yeah, see, I want trade privileges. That's what I want. Declined. Well then, goodbye. Oh, it turns out that's why we couldn't really nationalize anything from Spain. They don't really own anything of ours. Though we do have a low share of our GDP. Let's be real. He probably should. He'd feel like a king. Yeah. Exactly. The problem is he smart enough to figure this game out? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, look at this. Yeah. All right. So now, man, they were. So in the dev diary, they said, you know, you get more benefit if you can complete this after banning slavery, because you can't use. It'll be harder because you can't use the production methods that having slavery allowed you to do on here. Boy, were they right. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, our standard of living went up. Wow, we actually completed that one. I thought it would, but boy did it actually work. How does Spain still own 45 levels of buildings? How do you get them back? Can you seize them? No, they don't own anything of ours. Oh no, we own 45 levels of buildings in Spain. So we own about 6.6% of their GDP. We have a company that kind of went to town on Spain. Yeah, we have a regional HQ in the Spanish state of Leon that owns 22 levels here. Yeah, look at that. We're getting 2.89k of reinvestment added to our investment pool that we're extracting from Spain. And then we have one here in the Philippines. We're getting 1.3k of reinvestment from the Philippines. This company is doing well for us. Oops. All right. So we fulfilled one promise. We have this last one here. We have 8 years to do it. 4. And when this finishes, that'll be 5. So that should be good there. Now, we really need to figure this out. Honestly, I think what we're going to do is, after we get universal suffrage, we're going to get some colonial affairs. And we're going to give a colonization rights to... Just want somewhere, yeah, that can get sugar. What about in Southeast Asia here? Yeah. Yeah, maybe we do it here. Not as much competition. Get some whaling stations. Get some dyes. And maybe we could get this. Give that to the company. Military statistics. We don't need that as much now. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind going for quinine here. Let's go for that now. So then joint stock companies. Then, yes, threshing machines. Oh, well, this will only be in the farms and stuff, but still, we could use that. Anything that'll give us, like, labor-saving PMs. And we'll do that. To outside observers, the intelligentsia may appear firmly committed to the idea of universal suffrage, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now, a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Man. Okay. Let's pause here for a second. What was our base? Yeah. If we're gonna get a setback, I want the enactment to reset. Because we have 11.2% support from the radical movement and plus 8 from the Catholic Church. That'll get us 19. Instead of getting a setback and just getting plus 5% chance. So we'll take this one. Because this will give us legislative failures. Oh, that's what it is. I was looking at it wrong. Sorry. Yeah, no worries. I always look at things in the wrong direction. So you used to see me do treaties. So many treaties I've set up because I misunderstood which direction I was going in. So the green PMs are really only good when you run out of peasants. Yeah. Or everyone is otherwise employed. Yeah, so the green ones are always like labor saving. And then the blue one is usually about what type of workers there are. This one, the purple one, is always about increasing output. And then this is just a base one that also increases output. But green is always about labor saving. Although there are some where the second one, yeah, is also labor saving. But, oh yeah, but it's green. So yeah, green PMs are always labor saving PMs. Alright, there we go. Did we get the rural folk in there? No, we cannot. What if we took them out? Yeah, we can't do any of that. Oh, you know, our current head of the Catholic Church is a slaver. What if we gave them this guy? That would be better. Yeah, we're losing the imports here. You know, okay, now we have a military shipyard here. We're going to build a navy so that we can get another declared interest. We really need to declare an interest in Russia. Actually, now we're going to take it off of New England and we'll put it in Russia. Because we need to be exporting that sugar. In fact, let's pay a low subvention to get people to export it. Exile. Yeah. Well, we could exile. The problem is we can't get this person as the head of the Catholic Church until the Catholic Church is pressured by the modernization movement. And they are not yet. But I feel like they will be soon. Once they're pressured by the modernization movement, then we can get this guy to be the head of the Catholic Church. The anti-Spanish Society has requested that we establish an embargo against Spain. Successfully acting on the proposal will gain our government significant goodwill from the lobby. Who's in this? Oh. Yeah, we can do this. An explicitly partisan newspaper founded by members of the radical movement in Havana has published its first issue. Between advertisements and political cartoons, it hosts ruthless critique of government policy. Yeah, let's take that pop attraction to the radical movement. Righty. Oh, you know, let's take a save now that we're independent, just in case. Get rid of that Carlist flag on our save. And then we're gonna embargo Spain. Make our lobby happy. Oh yeah, and we do have to import steel. What is steel right now? Oof. Yeah, let's import it. And I got a phone number of a girl. I have no idea what to write to her. Wait, did you get it? Did you get it from the dinner tonight, or just in general you got one? Just say hey. Yeah, just say hey, how are you? It's only Tuesday. Say, how was your weekend? I think that's a good one. Armed forces moderate. Ooh. Yeah, let's just, oh, actually, no. What we'll do is we'll spread these guys out. And then transfer 5 to the main army. There we go. Perfect. How's your weekend? Or how was your weekend? Yeah. And I got it from her mother. Oh. Wait, so does she know you have her number? Because maybe you should lead with that. Like, oh, hey, I got your number from so-and-so, from your mom. Our extra training has seemed to pay off. Troops in Cuba Central have put their training to use and learned some new tactics that might help us should we find ourselves at war. I think she does. Okay. Then if she knows, then you don't even mention it. Be like, hey, it's so and so. How are you? Just wanted to say hi, and now you have my number. How was your weekend? Do anything fun? Another noob question. Do the characters, like generals, etc., have lifespans like CK, or are they immortal avatars like Civ? No, they do have lifespans. So they will... you'll see it pop up every now and then that they pass away. And you should be on top of it because it's annoying. Because when they pass away and you don't notice it, the organization will start going down if you have more than 10 battalions in the army. But yeah. And they do get sick sometimes. Well, not sometimes, but they're events. But yeah, they are an immortal. They will eventually pass away. The recent expansion of the rubber plantations in Cuba Occidental has yielded extremely promising results. Cuba threatens to lead the world in rubber production. Okay. Oh, yes, let's do this. Elastics for textile mills. Let's do that. The mom was setting this up for months. She was playing the long game. now she was like, well, ball's in your court. Now I did all I could. Aw, nice. I think that's good to have the mom on your side. Yeah, just be like, hey, how you doing? Nothing wrong with that, especially if she knows that you have the number. Ah, man. Okay. The private sector... Oh, nice. There we go. The private sector set up... Or the private sector built a shipyards, and it still didn't register here. I feel like it's also an error that shipyards are on there. Implementing a proper voting system for the upcoming universal suffrage elections has put a strain on the Cuban government's administrative capabilities. Ooh, minus 10% bureaucracy. Yeah, let's just add to enactment time. I actually don't mind that. So we're going to need to build one more thing here. Let's build another explosives factory. We were talking about this at dinner. Oh, and the girls also have no idea what they would like. Oh, that's not helpful. Feels like nothing is good. See, when nothing's good, just go with neutral. Play it cool. Hey, how are you? How's your weekend? Let her introduce a topic or give whatever information she has there. Hey, GH, hello. Damn, what a gem of a game. Yeah. Wait, do you mean this run or just Victoria 3 in general? Because agreed on both ends. Hey, how are you? Both. Nice, yeah. Doing well. Welcome in. Welcome to a free and independent Cuba. Look at us, we're up to 19th. Not bad. We're almost at a major power. Yeah, seems about right. Yeah, I think what you have in your court is that it sounds like she knows you have her number, so she's anticipating you messaging her. So just a casual conversation, I think, would be fine. Yes, Cuba Libre. We are independent. All right, so we're starting to get more exported goods there, which is good. Look at us, 49% trade advantage. Excellent. Bringing up agitators again. Is the only way to get one to lead a particular political party is for there to be a movement with enough momentum and activism. No, it's not the momentum and activism. Basically, what you need is once you get the agitator in, they support a certain movement. You just need to get them to get their interest group to be pressured by that interest group. So you can see here, before we didn't have this, but now we have the Catholic Church pressured by the modernization movement. Then you need their interest group to be in government. So now we can make this person the head of the Catholic Church. And that's all you need in order to get them to grant leadership. The only exception here is if the agitator is a woman and you don't have women's suffrage. Then you can't make them leader of an interest group. Although, oh yeah, that was not a thing to do because of the landowners or slavers. 1880 Cuba at 19. It sounds good. Yeah. Where did Cuba start? Sol 15. The Cubans eating good. Yeah. Yeah. Where did we start? I forget now. I forget where it all started. I'll have to look that up. What their starting rank was. Damn, now we have an illegitimate government. And see, I just made a dumb move. Because the Catholic Church are helping us get this. And there's no way for us to have a legitimate government. Well, hold on though. We have a movement helping us, so... Okay, hold on. We have a movement helping us. I can have an illegitimate government. This is true. Hold on. I can just throw... everybody in here. Who else is going to add to this? Yeah. All right. We're going to throw them out. We're going to put them in. We're going to put them in. I'm just going to keep the 3 interest groups in that support this. And we're at a 44% success chance. And we can continue to enact it because we have 2 movements supporting it. Look at that. Oh, so an agitator can also become head of government. Yes, yeah, they can. It's a very good way to like influence your head of government. And especially when you have a parliamentary republic, it's much easier to get certain agitators to suddenly become the leader of your country. But yeah, you can get them to be the leader of the interest group, and then that will heavily benefit you. Oh, civil war incoming? No, I don't think so, because yeah, see, now we're moving along. Actually, wait, I think the petite bourgeoisie endorsed this as well. So might as well throw them in there. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get tons of radicals from this, but I think it's worth it to get off of oligarchy onto universal suffrage. The Cuban Spanish Society has requested that we declare a rivalry with the Netherlands. Netherlands is a known opponent of Spanish interests. What? Get out of here. Who's in the Cuban Spanish Society? Of course, the landowners. No. because you guys wanted to become part of Spain. Somebody has organized a nationwide postering campaign on behalf of the radical movement. In some cities, there is scarcely a wall left unmarked by pro-census suffrage displays. Pro-census suffrage displays. What? Yeah, we'll add this. Traitors. Yeah, exactly. Definitely traitors. Oh, they want us to join their power block. Well, let's take a look. What is it? A trade league. So we'll enter the French market. Company throughput bonus. Ooh, plus 10% infrastructure. We'll have to give convoys to the market owner. Militarize industry. Look at that. Military goods cost goes down. Minus 50% bureaucracy cost. This is not bad. Let's take a look at what the French market looks like, though. Does it suck? Yeah, it's got stuff that we need. It's really hurting on iron, but I think we're good on iron, right? Yeah, we don't have a ton of iron, but... Although, is this gonna mess with our sugar exports? Do laws still pass with an illegitimate government? Only if you have a movement supporting it. Normally, no, they don't. It would stop. But we have two movements. Well, this movement doesn't help us because their activism is passive. But we have... Ooh. The radical movement is at 25%. So if you have a movement whose activism is at least 25%, then you can enact a law while having an illegitimate government. I didn't realize they were only at 25%. If they go below 1, if they go down to 24, suddenly we won't be able to do this. That's why I was just like throwing... I just threw everybody in that supports universal suffrage. Because it'll add to the enactment success chance and we don't care about the illegitimate government. But if the radical movement loses 1% of activism, we're cooked on this. What do you think about religious power blocks? I've never really gone for it, to be honest with you. In theory, it sounds like it can be a very powerful thing, because you can get people like more accepted in your country because you can change their state religion and then assimilate and all of that. I've never really played around with one, though, to be honest with you. Though now there is an achievement where you convert Spain to Islam. So now I am going to play with one because you would need a religious convocation power block and get Spain into that power block in order to change their religion. You're gonna get some Cuban cigars. Yeah. I don't know what to do about this, to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to enter the French market. We have to export more than 2,000 goods. We can still do that. I mean, we can still get trade centers. The French market doesn't seem so bad. Who else is in it? Portugal. And, yeah. But internal trade 3 is good for us. We could use that infrastructure and the company throughput bonus. I'm going for it in my Spain run right now. Oh, nice. It felt like a meme first, but it's actually not that bad. Yeah. Yeah. See, I want to do a run like that as well. And I think it can be used. A lot of people say, oh, the religious convocation power block is only for RP stuff. But I feel like it can be used for some acceptance, a major like boost to acceptance. I haven't practiced enough with that one yet. All right, we're going to enter this one. We're going to do it. We'll enter the French power block. And I think that brings us to our stopping point for tonight. Oh, you know, I should have looked at, though. All right, so France is still the third biggest military power. So that'll be good. Because we'll have them as an ally. Yeah, already, geez. Yeah. 3.5 hours wasn't enough. We won independence from Spain in this episode. What a slap in the face to the Brits. Yeah, they win your independence, weren't you? Only for you to join France. Yeah, see, the problem is their power block is a sovereign empire. And also market unification. Yeah, I'd be throwing off one overlord for another. We'll see, though. Now we're in the French market. We'll see how that goes. But we're a small country. Being in a larger market might be beneficial to us. Yeah, the Sugar Rush achievement. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going for. And we basically would have the Sugar Rush achievement. Yeah, 25% share of global sugar exports and 2,000 units. So we'll have 2,000 units if we complete this journal entry, and then we just need 25% share of global exports. Oh, wait. Do we not... Alright, hold on. We might go back one here. Yeah, I don't think we can be in their market. Because it says... That's right, because now this is going to count as... This is going to count as French export. Right? Or am I just not seeing us? You know what? I think we go back and get out of this. Alright. A minor save scum. A minor save scum. We're gonna get out of the French market. I am not gonna compromise the easy achievement. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we're back to this. Okay. Aren't you picking this run back up in the morning? No, we I don't stream on Wednesdays. This run, I do Victoria. I do 2 sessions of Victoria 3 on Tuesdays, two sessions of EU5 on Thursdays, and then Friday is like a variety stream. And so at the moment we're doing Frostpunk 2. So we'll pick this up on the following Tuesday. Wipe the floor with Spain at the war. That's right. Great catch. Oh, yeah, great catch. Yeah, exactly, right? That would have messed things up for us there. I guess we're going to stay out of anybody's market until we get that achievement. And thus the Cuban president awoke from his fever dream of a French connection. Yeah. Whoa. What happened? I had this wild dream. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. But yeah, we did some good stuff here. So yeah, the next time I'll be on will be Thursday morning. We'll be continuing the Tlemcen run in EU5. So hopefully I'll see everybody there. Otherwise, have a good rest of your night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. This was a fun one tonight. We had a good little session going, huh? But yeah, as always, be awesome, my friends, and I'll see you next time.